Hello, this is Victor. I'm here on the second part on the painting tutorial of a Harlequin Troupe. In the first part I explained how I do this pattern, and I prepare the base for the gold and I did the yellows. So now we are going to finish first the legs. I say that I prefer to paint them separate, and I will do some highlight here. Remember that I did here what I did is I apply the color lilac and then I did a wash, and now we are going to apply the color lilac again to highlight this piece of cloth. So we are going to start. We're going to play. Sorry. This one here, following this fold. I will apply another little bit more here, following the other fold. We do this, that. Then here we have to be careful because the yellow is finished and we don't want to mess up on the yellow. Okay, and yeah, this earring here on the front. I'm going to do the middle fold. And a little bit here. Yeah, and this will finalize this part. We are going, now that we have the color lilac ready, we are going to paint also the mask with the color lilac, and we try to leave the ace, not to paint inside of the ace. So we paint everything with the color lilac on the mask, leaving, sorry if I'm off camera. Okay, so here around the ace, try to leave the ace untouched. Okay. This guy have, or this lady must like have a tear here. We want to paint first the tear, we don't care. Later on we will make this detail. So this is just the base color for the mask to do the white later on. Remember that in my masquerade they have white masks with purplish shade. Finalize this. So you can see it's quite thin, so it's not covering completely, so but this should be okay. Okay, this should be good enough. We're sure that we make the wood side the right size for the A. Okay. And now, yeah, just to finalize the leg. It will not finalize because we have to do the symbols, but I will do this once everything is assembled. Now what I will do is I will start highlighting the black to purple, and if you have seen some of my previous videos, it's the same technique that I use on the other miniatures. So I'm using and Nagarot Night. I'm using Shireus purple. I'm using Jen Steeler purple and the Kala Lilac. I start with the Nagarot Night. Excuse me. And I will do the same for the body and all the other parts that go with that color, so I will not repeat that. I will just do it here and assume that I will do the same for the other parts that have the purple with the black highlight to purple. So I start here on the legs. What I like to do is I start highlighting here the front of the leg first with this purplish. You can see that this color is very dark, it's almost not visible on top of black. Here I will do, and you are quite, I want to be quite generous on this one because this is the base to make the transition soft. I look at this fold here. Go down. This. And I will do this like on camera, and as I said, the rest will be done off camera because I follow the same process, just you have to know where to highlight. Excuse me, sometimes I'm out of camera. I'll try to turn this a little bit like that. Okay, this will give first this purplish look to the black. Now we use Shireus purple. Start first applying here. You see that Shireus purple will start giving white some nice highlight, and I will start mixing with the previous layer to smoothen transitions and to make. Okay. I will do this. This part. Okay. Then on the top we are going to apply a little bit here on the top. And do something like that. Foot. Okay. Now we are going to use Gen Steeler purple. Yeah, we have to be more careful because this color is really light compared to what we did up to now. We'll give this sensation of satinate on the clothes. That is what I'm looking for. Here we do this fold. I'm going to do the same fold on the other side. And here we do something like that. We'll do more here. And we're going to do here something like that. This. We're also going to do this side of the leg. Like that. And another one on the top. The legs can be quite tricky to highlight sometimes, especially these ones that the textile is quite stretched and have not too many folds. Okay, and here on the front, I just go from top to bottom and I fade off. Okay. We are going to play a little bit here next to this part. A little bit here. Okay. Last highlight. The color lilac. This is almost white when you apply it on top of black. So very careful with this one. So very careful when you apply the color lilac. And just to do this will give really the sensation of satin. So semi-gloss, a little bit to make the clothes like a little bit glossy. Like that. Here. And just this is enough. Yeah, and I will say that the leg, the black part of the leg, let me first. So the legs at this point are finished. Maybe the only thing at the end I have to put some symbols here on the knee protection, but the legs are now done and ready to be glued to the body. So yeah, now we can work on the body. And here what I will do now is, let me close this spot. I will use Auric Armor Gold to paint the gold parts. So I will apply just a thin layer of Auric Armor Gold on the golden parts. Okay. As you can see, it's quite tricky to apply this color, and this is why you need brown to have a nice cover, or that the color is covering nicely. Okay, so I just apply thin base and avoid that this is accumulated in any point. So I will do this, and I will do here on the weapon, and I will be back in a minute. So at this point I will consider that the legs are done. Okay, and now I will proceed to this part of the miniature, and I will start doing the pistol. And to do the pistol I will use a speed metal. It's a very light metal. It's a color from scale 75 miniatures. So you just put a little bit here, and I will paint the pistol. I paint everything on the pistol except the muzzle, that I will do it with gold colors. So this color needs it's a very light metallic silver type, and maybe it's not covering perfectly the black. So in case it's not covering perfectly, you want to do 2 layers. The paint is coming quite thin, so I don't see the need to thin it in more. And I cover also the gems I will done later on, so I just avoid to cover this part here because it will go on black. So to avoid that, I put the brush, as you can see, very horizontal. Here we want to paint everything. Okay, let's go. Like so I will keep doing that, and I will be back once it's done. So next, what I will do, I will use Balthasar Gold on the muzzle of the pistol. This color covers very well on top of black. As you can see, I'm painting the muzzle because I will do 2 layers of shade to have these slots darkened later on. Now I'm just applying this, and you can see that Balthasar Gold is works very well on top of black. So you can use also Balthasar Gold as the base color for gold if you want, instead of using brown. Okay, we have a very nice coverage. And now, as you can see, in some parts the metallic is not perfect. I will do a second layer of the previous metallic color. Okay, so we let it dry, and yeah, while this is drying, I will start doing the highlights on the purple part, and I will be back to keep working. As you remember, I will not explain how I do the highlights on the black parts because it's a repetition of what I did on the leg, so I will follow the same process. So now that the metallic is dry, I will start doing some washes, and the first wash I will apply is Seraphim Sepia on the gold parts, because then later on we are going to apply the violet or the purple wash on all the metallic parts. So I also apply this here. This is why I was waiting that it's completely dry, because I want to apply here also the Seraphim Sepia wash. Not on the rest of the pistol, of course. And now here on this, on the Harlequin Caress. Right here. And we will need to wait until this is dry before doing the next wash. You can see I start highlighting the black with purple. I follow the same process that I did on the leg, and I did also the inside. So yeah, this is getting shape and nice view. So now we wait until this Seraphim Sepia is dry before doing the next layer. So now the wash is dry, and as I explained, I start doing the highlights on the black with purple. You can see this how it's looking like now, all the highlights on the different black parts. And now what I will do, I will apply a wash of Dvachi, I think it's called Dvachi Violet, and I will apply this wash on the metallic parts, like the pistol, to make this purplish color on the metal. I will not be concerned if I go a little bit over this black area. I will not care. And okay, so this is why I didn't paint neither the hand, because first I want to do the wash, and the wash you have less control, and I just play. I want to play the wash easily and do this shading effect on the miniature. So as you can see here, and then I will apply also this wash on the golden parts. This will give a very nice shading, less brownish than the Aqueous Air shade, and yeah, and I think it's much better with the looking of the Harlequin. I don't do this on the pistol, because the pistol I will go for Aqueous Air shade, because I want to do more the burn effect. But here in this gold parts, I go for the Dvachi Violet. And now, yeah, I will need to wait until this wash is completely dry. But you see now that the shading on the gold is perfect. It's looking very nice, and we are ready to do the highlight once this is dry. And also on the pistol, we see that we have this nice purplish shading, and on the pistol that, yeah, we are going to enhance. Then we are going to do some highlights with the original metallic. So now we wait until this is dry, and yeah, and I will be back once this is completely dry. So now you see the purple wash is completely dry, sorry. some here on the pistol, and also the purple white that I did on the gold parts. So the next thing that I will do a wash with Aquax air shade on the pistol muzzle, because I want to make it like it's burned. So I will apply quite some of this, especially around the muzzle of the pistol. And we have to be sure that all these slots are completely full of the wash. So we do this, and I will apply a little bit here just to increase the shading, and we let it dry. So I wait. Always that when I apply a wash, I prefer to wait a little bit that it is drying completely. So I wait until this is dry before doing the next step. So the gold and the washes, sorry, at the muzzle are dry, and now I will start highlighting the gold part, and I will start first with Balthasar gold, trying to go between the slots here at the muzzle of the gun to clean the wash. We'll put this like that. This is not helping me. Okay. Next, I'm going to use Gehenna's gold and I will apply this in that part here. Okay, and finally I will use Auric Armor Gold and I will apply this only on the middle of where I applied Gehenna's gold. Keep Gehenna's gold open in case the contrast is too strong. The idea is to give here a clear touch, keeping the muzzle darker to give this. And as you can see now, I'm combining a little bit with Gehenna's gold. We can apply a little bit of Gehenna's gold, just like that. Okay, and then I will use Auric Armor Gold to highlight the other golden parts. For example, here, these parts. I'll do this. These I will do like gems, so I will not highlight them. a little bit here, just touching very little. Here. Here I see that the contrast is too strong, so I go back with the Gehenna's gold. And then the bell. We're going to use also the border. We're going to play a little bit in the decoration. And the bottom border. So yeah, sorry that here I had an issue with the camera again. What I use is polish blue and amethyst purple to do this type of tornasol dot here on the extreme to do this overheat metal effect. I put the link below to the video where I explain how to do that, but at the end what you do is you apply a little bit of this blue here and then a little bit of purple as well to make this transition. You can then play a little bit of Team Beast next to this part to make it darker. And the last thing I will do is to make the slots more visible, I will use Noon Oil. This is my cheap violet. Here it is. I will use a little bit of Noon Oil to put some extra on the slots. Okay, and now almost all the metallic is done, and I will go to use the purplish metallic. I will use the original color that was speed metal from scale 75. Okay, and I will use it to highlight just a little bit. So I will start here. Start first with the edges of the pistol. I will go on this top. We want to make the pistol less purple and more silvery. So I just same here. Okay, and I will follow the top. We want that the silver is the dominating color with some purplish shading. And the advantage is this color is quite, if you apply very little, is quite transparent, so it will keep a lot the purple tonality. Here, for example, we'll do like a glaze. Okay. This is good enough. So I will finalize the video, this second part here, for also to help me on the edition. What I will do next in the part 3, I will explain how I do the gems. I will do the mask and the hair. I will do here, I will explain how to do a color transition. I will play with blues from purple to blue at the extreme. So I will do this here, and here I will do some very small OSL to show the power and the energy of the shot. So I was forgetting here, the only thing I will add is you use the same silvery color to add some very small touches on the gold. This will make like reflections or shiny points of the gold. I mainly go to these rims on the bracelet and on the belt. You see, I just put some brights. You can do this, for example, here. This is good enough. So yeah, that's all. So be ready for the third part. Just finalizing the second part and be ready for the third part, where I will finish the miniature doing the head and the gems and the Harlequin crest. So thanks a lot for watching, and please leave your comment below, and please, if you have any question or you want to know something in more detail or you miss something, do not hesitate in leaving me a comment. You can send me a private message, or you can just comment on the comments below. I go through all my comments and I try to help any person that needs help or is asking something within my possibilities. So normally I try to use what I'm painting to show how I do the things, and this is a way to paint. I just want to say this is my way to paint the things. So it doesn't mean that this is the only way, and doesn't mean that this is the best way. I just want to share how I arrive the result that I arrive, and what is my style of painting. And again, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.